And we're live. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us for the Broken Earth Read-Along. Today we're working on chapters 9 through 12 of The Stone Sky, which is the final book in the trilogy. I'm the, creator, of the Broken Earth Read-Along, Chloe, Thistle and Verse. This is my channel. I review science fiction and fantasy, and I'm being joined today by Lucy of Lucy Reads. You want to do a quick promo of yourself, Lucy?
I'm Lucy. My channel is Lucy Reads. I do videos about books, mostly YA, sometimes adult fiction, sometimes anything goes. And that's it. That's me.
Solid. So I'm going to wait, 2 more minutes for people to pop in, and then we can get started on the sprints. Are you in the Stone Sky yet? I thought you just finished up the Obelisk.
Yeah, I just finished the Obelisk Gate, so okay. I'm on chapter 1 of the Stone Sky.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, the moon, that's all I think about.
Did he yell it at the end of the book? I forget.
No.
In my head, it's like a yell.
In my head, I was like, the moon. Because it ended, I don't know if you talked about this when you discussed it, but it ended kind of the same way the first book ended, where they're like, what about the moon?
Oh, no, I hadn't noticed that. We hadn't talked about that. That's really interesting, because I've been thinking about how circular the series is, in terms of people having which books have prologues and repeating character types and storylines. So it's very interesting. So far, most of the circles I'm seeing are between the first and the third, and I hadn't seen as much in the second book, so that's really interesting.
I mean, that's kind of the only thing I feel like I noticed, but I don't know.
There's probably because I feel like Jemison is just so detailed and everything, so I feel like there has to be more. But
yeah, but it's deeply entrenched. My little brain can't find it.
So I guess wait maybe. Actually, no, we don't have to wait. People can pop in when they pop in. Was there a length of time you want to start the first sprint? It's 25 minutes good?
Yeah, I feel like 25 minutes is a good plan. And it'll give people time to, or maybe, 25 minutes I like.
Okay, sounds good. Finding that timer. Yeah, it's probably the best bet. It's going to be interesting because I couldn't stop reading, so I finished the series. So it'll be interesting to try to come up with would you rather questions while I try to remember what's happening in the first 5 chapters. But none of the questions were going to be spoilers, so it doesn't really matter. You just won't have the context for why I'm asking them.
Okay. That makes it more fun.
Okay. So, awesome. Yep.
Sorry.
We can start. No, you're good. Okay, so that was the first sprint. How far along did you get?
I don't know. I'm 5% through the audiobook.
Okay. Are you doing it all audio?
Yeah, I didn't mean to, but I also have to take these out because it makes me sound loud. I didn't mean to, but then I was planning to buy the box set when we started, but then I didn't. I was planning to listen to the 5th season on because I read it as an ebook the first time, and then the rest I was planning to read from the box set, but then I never bought it. So I've just been listening, but I probably will still buy it after.
Who's the narrator? Is it Robin Miles?
I forgot. It might be because I think she did the first one.
That's what I thought. I vaguely remember. I know Ari was listening to it too, if I remember right. I thought that was who's narrating it.
Okay. The library copy doesn't tell me who's listening, who's reading it. So. But I think it might be her. I feel like she just shows up.
Yeah. Trying to think of what. Oh, sorry, Salter had a comment. Don't know her name, but seems to be the same voice actor in all the books.
Yeah, I think it is her. I just Googled it.
Okay. I thought Robin Miles was like a big name narrator, right?
I think so. I feel like she narrated.
I thought she did City We Became.
I didn't listen to that, or I haven't read that yet, so I don't know. But according to her Audible page, she's narrated part of The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, Cass, The Obelisk Gate, The Personal Librarian, which is a book I haven't heard of, the 5th season, The Warmth of Other Suns, The Stone Sky, some other books, Hidden Figures, the Cicely Tyson's memoir. She did do The City We Became. There are 22 pages.
Okay. Damn, that's a lot. Shay says a different narrator does the Inheritance trilogy, but she did do The City We Became. Okay. So I remember, I think Noria had The City We Became audio, so it was like really, really good. I'm not big on audiobooks. I've been meaning to like try them again. Like earlier, I was like just kind of listening to like romance audiobooks like during work or something, and that was pretty okay. But I tried doing like a short story anthology, it really wasn't working for me.
I think short stories are the hardest. I think short stories are the hardest to listen to just because the chapters keep changing. Like every time there's a new chapter, there's a new story. So it feels like it's a lot to pay attention to. But I don't know. I've never had an issue listening to audiobooks. I feel like probably this year it's like 75% of the books I've read have been audiobooks. So.
Okay. So I don't think you're hearing the story yet, but I do have a would you rather question that is no spoilers in it. So let's say you want to destroy the world, you know, just typical 10-year-old things. And to destroy the world, you have to get to a certain special location. And you have two options. You can either be phased through the earth and immediately arrive at that special location, but you don't trust the person taking you. They're kind of opportunistic. You don't know if they'll like leave you in the middle of the earth or something like that and be done with you. Or you could take a long, dangerous trek through a forest with human-eating beasts. What's your choice?
Wait, what was the first one?
You get phased through the earth, so you'll arrive there like instantly, but you don't really know or trust the motives of the person taking you. They've proven to be a little self-serving in the past.
Mm-hmm.
So they might just like drop you somewhere else, or they might leave you in the middle of the earth and you don't know what'll happen to you then.
Well, I think I would still choose that one because if I'm going through a long journey, like I'm gonna die anyway. So
You don't think you could make the forest? You don't think you could take the beasts?
No. I can't
What if
take
you're an
it.
origin? Would that change things?
Maybe, but I don't know. It just seems easier to go with the person who's going to take me straight there. And if they kill me, they kill me.
Brave. I think I would probably go with the forest. Just because, like, if I'm an origin, I feel like I can handle most of the things. But there is the walking. Can I handle the walking is the question, I guess. I guess what we would find out, because that's what I'd be going with. Salter says all about that walking.
It's going to be hot and or cold. I don't know.
I'm going to have to bring my provisions with me. Or
You're going to be hungry. You're going to be tired. It's going to take forever. By the time you get there, the world's already over. So what's the point?
So I want to be the one to end it.
It's already over.
Can't argue with that. So in this story, origins are kind of, there are a few who are slowly turning to stone. But they can kind of pick like which part of their body is going to be turned to stone. You had to make that decision. Which part would you pick? Assuming this is like the first time you've done it, so you have everything.
Okay. Maybe an ear.
An ear?
Yeah. Because, like, I can still hear out of one ear, probably, and I can use all my limbs. Because, like, even a toe will fuck up your balance, so.
Yeah.
Maybe a finger also, I guess. Maybe one on my left hand. Is your ring finger that useful?
I don't know. If you're an origin, that's where you put your rings.
Yeah, but those are over now, so.
I don't know what I would do. I feel like it would have to be a hand. Like, I don't know, because based on the, have you read, they had that part in the book, right, in the Obelisk Gate? Where Esther was trying to, like, pick which part of her body was going to be stone.
Did she pick? I thought it just happened.
I thought she kind of picked, like, she wanted to do her hair, but then she didn't think she could do it in time, so she went with, like, what'd she go with? I think it was an arm.
Okay, I missed that.
And also, no, yeah, I think it was in the Obelisk Gate.
I mean, it could have been. I did miss a couple of things.
It might also be in the Stone Sky, but
my right leg
a couple times. I can't remember where it was like slow enough that she made the choice. Like I don't know, because she mentioned like she was worried that if she did her hair, she was gonna also like get like a big part of her head, and she didn't know what happened. So like, I don't know if I could do an ear. That seems like too close to like vital organs. So I think I do something like on the farther part of my body.
Maybe my
maybe you're just that origin. Maybe you can just channel it to your ear, no biggie, in a flash.
Maybe I can do it. I don't know. Or just the bottom half.
Yeah. Salter says right leg.
Above the knee? So do you still have below the knee?
I don't know how that would work, Salter.
But also, aren't you... Why?
Trying to think. Did I have any other questions? Salter says it would be heavy, but wouldn't pull the knee apart when you walk.
I don't think. I don't know. I
feel like I'm misunderstanding you.
No, I think like this is your leg, and then this is like the knee, and I think Salter's saying like they would get rid of this part, like above the knee.
That's what I'm thinking.
But then, because right now, where I am in the book, I'm like a little behind, and I'm supposed to be like it's all of Essen's arm.
Yeah.
And they're talking about how it's pulling her shoulder.
Yeah.
Out. So I feel like it would be pulling like your hip tendons or whatever, and also whatever's going on in your knee. So I feel like that would be like a double whammy.
I don't know. I wouldn't be able to make that work. I'm trying to think what else. I'm trying to see if I can think of one for in Hoa's world.
I Googled least important finger because I wanted to know. And someone on the internet said,
is it your pinky?
The index finger is the least important. Pinky is important for like grip. And then apparently, like, I mean, lots of people don't have fingers, but like, I guess most people who are missing index fingers have like normal hand use. So,
I guess I could see that. Like you could still pick stuff up. That's interesting. I would not have guessed that. You needed your pinky.
But I feel like I feel like the ring finger and the index finger are like the same finger. So I still think I could get rid of my index finger and then also still point at things.
Salter says, if you have weight pulling on the wrong part, it's going to ruin your joints. I prefer to keep my arms and get carried.
Oh, but nobody's going to carry you. Everybody's already trying to, it's the apocalypse. We're dying.
I guess Salter's just got a really solid support system who's going to carry him. He's counting on it. I'm trying to think of another good. Do you have a would you rather question?
No.
You could do Embrace on the Obelisk Gate since that's fresh in your mind.
I don't know. Would you rather? Never mind. That's horrible. I feel like you could write without an index finger. Okay, I could do this.
I don't. Actually, it would be very sloppy. Also, yeah. I don't really write anymore. I mostly type, so I guess it wouldn't. If it was like me as I am now, it wouldn't be the end of the world. Like I could still get by if I had to write with just my middle and thumb. If we're in the world of the 5th season, I don't know if I would even be literate, honestly.
That's true.
I think that's all the questions I had. I'll think of some more during the break. So do you want to do like a 35-minute sprint next, or do you want to do something shorter?
Let's do another. Yeah, let's do 35 minutes. Sorry.
Okay. Shay said, I get that you can learn how. I'm asking how y'all do it now.
I think I could do it now.
Like, I can do it now. I just like my thumb and my middle finger. It's just like very slow. And I'm sure if I did it for more than like 10 minutes, the cramps would be terrible.
You just hold the thing between your middle and ring finger. I did it. You can't see it. It's a pencil. Okay, 35 minutes.
Yeah, mine's in a pretty timer. Last time I accidentally picked a dog timer and it was a little scary because it barked at the end and I wasn't planning on that. Shay says, I color and draw and crochet and knit and use my index and thumb so much naturally. That's true. If I was trying to do the things I do now, I would really need my index finger. That's why I said pinky.
Pinky is your grip.
Pinky for everything. Well, but like I'm using this without a pink. Like, what do I need to grip? Like a baseball? Like I'm not going to be.
Yeah, like if you want to lift heavy things.
Oh, damn. That's true.
Necessary.
Says Shay asked, "Are you right-handed?" Yeah, I'm a righty. Pulling up to 35 minutes. Okay. So, second sprint.
Go.
Hey everybody, that was the sprint. How's everyone's reading? I see Adrian joined us. Thanks for joining, Adrian.
Hi.
How was your read?
What?
How was your read?
Good. I think I'm 10% now, so doubled. One thing that I've noticed has nothing to do with the content of the book. I forgot this. Or I didn't forget, I just never complained. Shafa in the audiobook has a Scottish accent. I don't know why. And I was just thinking about that.
That's really interesting.
Like, yeah, she puts
Like,
on
I can kind of see why, but also I'm still kind of confused.
And I don't know, for some reason it just occurred to me that it was kind of weird right now.
That's pretty funny. Wait, I had a question because I just remembered. You know how when the Origins turn to stone, the Stone Eater shows up to eat it, right?
Yeah.
You don't think that would be weird if the ear was stone? Like, having one of the Stone Eaters come up
Well,
and
in my head, like it's just this part, like that becomes like only the unattached part, really. So it'll just fall off, and then they can have it.
Okay, got it. That was your plan. So I kind of want to do a makeshift round of Pictionary since we've been here for a little bit. You want to do that now?
Yeah.
We kind of talked about it. So oh, Salto says that ruins his idea then.
That's what I'm saying.
The idea was always kind of tenuous. So it's going to be modified Pictionary, so I'm just going to draw something like knowing a word based on the story, and people get to guess, and we're going to do 2 guesses. I'm trying to think. I think I should probably do it in, what do you think is a reasonable amount of time? A minute, 30 seconds?
30 seconds.
30 seconds. Let me find. Actually, can you do the timer? If not, I can just run and grab my phone and do the timer.
I mean, I can do it on my phone.
Okay.
Do I have to lift up my phone so everyone knows?
No, you can just tell me when it's done.
Okay, that works too.
Okay.
Ready, steady, going. I'll still do it.
Yeah, I forgot how stinky Sharpies were.
Oh, I haven't had a Sharpie in so long. I need one. I'm about to move. So they're useful. Also, if anyone wants to come move, done.
Oh, okay. So this is the drawing.
It's the place. Oh my gosh, I forgot what it's called already. Corintha?
Anyone in the comments know the place's name?
Carini. I forgot. If I had the book, I would know. Like, Corinthian? That's definitely the Bible.
Yeah, that was very much of the Bible. It's Castrema.
Okay. I knew it was a C.
Yeah, it was close. You knew what I was talking about. Speaks my artistic integrity and prowess. I guess it's artistic prowess, not artistic integrity. Anywhoozles. I was gonna just Cerinthia Grasmo.
See?
Ah, it was so funny. Wait, were you there for this? No, you weren't at the last sprint. We were talking. Oh wait, you know Kalemli, right, from the book?
Kalemli?
Yeah. Has she not shown up yet? She's in Hohosts chapters.
I don't think so.
Okay, never mind.
Or maybe she did, but I don't know her name. Like, I feel like
She might not have been introduced yet. She might be further away. But Also, now I'm saying her name, like, it looks pretty in writing, but it's actually a terrible name because it sounds like you're saying cleanly. I don't like it.
That's
like
my new child's name.
I mean, it's a beautiful name. What a great choice. But Salter kept calling her Kaylani, and that made me laugh. Next round of Pictionary. We'll just do 2 more, and then maybe like a quick sprint if people are still trying to read. Okay, I'm ready. Give me the time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Go. Ding.
Oh, oops. Okay.
I'm a ding.
This one's not.
A house with a Venus flytrap. Is that a house? Wait, what book is this from?
This will be from Stone Sky.
Oh.
You should have read about this part.
Is that? I don't know. I just remember them talking about the before when cars could fly.
Damn. Am I lying? Did you not get to this part in the book yet?
Maybe.
Well, does anyone in the comments have a guess before I give the answer?
They talked about a couch that wasn't a couch. Is that the place? Is it the couch that wasn't a couch in there?
I don't know. The answer was supposed to be Sil Anagist. It's the society that Ho is from.
Oh.
Yeah, it was close.
I wasn't paying enough attention to hear the name of it because, I mean,
it might not have been mentioned yet, too. I thought it was just in the first chapter they said what it's called.
I mean, I don't know. You could have. I'm bad at details. Also, Adrian, yes, I'm moving within my state. I'm moving a mile away from my apartment. I'm the queen of moving literally a mile away from the last place I lived.
Let's check my Pictionary list for the last one. The last word. Do you want to make the time shorter, like 20 seconds?
Sure.
Damn, all these words are annoying.
What?
I'm looking at the list of words I drew up, and I don't know how many of them are still relevant.
Do one from one of the older books.
Okay.
Earlier books.
Okay. I think I have one that'll be tricky for me to do. Okay. I'm ready.
Steady, go.
I already have a feeling that this is going to be very difficult for people to guess.
Oh, good.
But that's why it'll be fun.
Done.
Oh, okay.
A shower?
No.
One of the stone eaters eating something.
No.
Is that a cloud?
No.
There's no cloud in there.
No clouds. It's a very solid thing I drew.
This is from
the first book. This has been something that's been mentioned throughout the series.
They mention it throughout the series.
Yeah.
I'm not paying attention.
No, also my drawing's just very bad. But that's the point. It's Pictionary.
It looks like it's sucking something up. Like, is it a vacuum? Is it a vacuum?
Okay, we're not getting any closer. This was supposed to be a brain. As we all know, brains are kind of ridged looking things. Oh. They got that nice little brain stem that goes into the spine. And this was supposed to be the sesapine of the brain.
Okay, no, never going to happen. No offense. That does not look like a brain.
What if I put a little? Oh, okay, no, that doesn't make it look any better. I was like, maybe if I put some wrinkles in it, but that doesn't look like a wrinkle.
A brain is like still smooth, like not smoother, but it looks.
They're not.
It would look more like
smooth.
it would look more like an oval, and then with a bunch of lines in it. That would have helped me with what a brain is.
I was like, no, I can definitely make it look like a brain, but then I was like, no, this doesn't look like. This is supposed to be the brain ridges. Adrian guessed the boil bugs. I should have gone with that, honestly. That would have been a safe bet.
All offense.
No, I could do it. I could do it, definitely. If only I had more time. And like 10 years of art class. Probably. A little bit, yeah, a little bit. So we could do one more round of Pictionary, or we could just do sprints, like a quick 25-minute sprint. What are people feeling?
Let's just sprint. Unless
there are comments, people who really want to see more of my drawing.
It's so beautiful. Got one vote for Pictionary. One vote for a sprint.
Salter just wants to say mean things about my drawings. That's really the only reason he wants Pictionary.
We could do another round of Pictionary and then do like a 20-minute sprint.
That's true. It doesn't have to be mutually exclusive. Now it's going to be hard to think of something. We could have played, well, if we had a full crowd, we could have actually done Pictionary. But also, the only way I knew how to do Pictionary, the website was a little buggy last time I tried to do it, and it would have been a little difficult, I think, with a lot of people on the call. Like, it's fun to do it when you don't have to share the screen with people, but...
Yeah.
Dang, Pictionary is pretty... People are liking Pictionary. We do the recap of the book. We could do that then, too, because I know more people will be here. Shit, that's Pictionary. You're doing great, but the brain's I have to think of a word that has been in the series a lot. Oh, right. There's a glossary. I don't need to use my brain for this.
There's a what?
I forgot there's a glossary in the back of the book with words in it, so I don't have to just go from memory. Okay. You read... Yeah, you're done the second book, right?
Okay. Ready,
Wait,
set,
no. Okay, yeah, I'm ready.
Go. I'm giving you 25 seconds, so you're done now.
No. Okay.
Someone who talks with a mustache. Is that the doctor?
No, it's not Lerna.
With a mustache. Blah, blah. What?
I forgot. Let me see if I can give a hint. Okay, so this isn't a mustache. Let's start there. These are lips that I just haven't done a great job of drawing.
I thought the mustache was like a big thing. Shafa.
It's not Shafa and it's not Hoa. It's not like a specific person.
Oh, it's not a person.
Type of person.
Or an origin. Any origin.
Well, one of the origins wanted to be this.
Not a leader. What are the freaking things? A storyteller? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I was trying to do the lorist. I was trying to show them as if they're like, giving a speech. And then I thought they put the black lipstick on.
Did they?
I thought that was mentioned in the second book.
I'm a big picture kind of person. I don't remember details.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what the glossary picked for me, okay, guys? So here we are.
Glossary.
Yeah. I don't know what I could have done differently, honestly. Maybe if I had a, because they don't do it from books, right?
Yeah, but that would have helped us. That
That's
would have.
true.
Okay.
I don't know. For people who've been in the sprints, that might have been a quicker guess because I keep talking about the lorists in the sprints.
Are you trying to be one?
No. I have the black lipstick, but I'm not trying to be a lorist, no.
I didn't realize. I don't know. Okay.
It was like in the first chapter of the second book, so I was like, oh, maybe it's fresh enough. That'll be a helpful hint, but no.
Oh, also, I'm drinking wine, in case anyone was wondering.
Gasp.
I'm 24.
But think of the children.
There are none.
You never know. Okay.
Okay.
So I got it queued up. Is it? Okay. Yep. We're all queued up, ready to go. So I'll see you in 25 minutes for our last sprint.
Woo. Chloe, your mic and camera are still on.
Oh, thanks, Leslie. Sorry. Okay. So that was the last sprint. How's everyone's reading going?
Woo. I'm at 15%.
Reading pretty steady. Does it say what chapter you're on in the audiobook?
Not really.
Okay.
I can guess. I'm on chapter 3. I also downloaded the audiobook. I mean, the ebook. So I think I'm on chapter 3.
Is that an Asin chapter or an Essen chapter?
It's an Essen chapter. It's the one after, like, they're walking and Essen's arm has already been eaten.
Okay, got it. How are you liking it so far?
It's good.
To the Obelisk Gate?
I realized I was very confused because, well, the reason I downloaded the ebook is because you were talking about Syl and whatever it's called. Mm-hmm. And I was like, why don't I, like, I knew the place. I'm like, why don't I remember that? They do say it in the first chapter. I do check. I just, like, sometimes I gloss over things, especially when I'm listening and, like, it's not a real word. So I'm like, so I probably just missed it. And then the next chapter where they go back to that, I was like, what the heck is happening? Because I was like, did I miss something? But now I understand. I thought Hoa, I didn't realize Hoa was made. So when they were talking about it, I was like, what did I miss?
Okay. Oh. Salter says, I missed the cannibalism someone else brought up. May have been on Discord.
What? Oh. I think because in the last book, they kept talking about how they were going to run out of meat and they were going to have to turn to cannibalism. Is that?
Yeah. I don't remember it being in the Discord, and I don't know if it's happened yet in this Where You Are, Lucy, but there was cannibalism at some point. Yeah.
Real cannibalism? I don't.
Well, no one wants to think about it, so they don't go into detail about it, but I'm pretty sure it was real cannibalism, yeah.
I think that's fake anyway. I don't think you can eat people. It makes you feel better, but it won't, I mean, you'll feel bad because you ate a person, but you'll feel full, but it doesn't do anything for nutrition.
Because it's a person?
Yes.
I won't find the description in the book, but I don't know if whoever was doing the cannibalism would agree with you.
The rate of cannibalism increases, I looked up cannibalism on Wikipedia, increases in nutritionally poor environments as individuals turn to conspecifics as an additional food source.
That sounds like a nothing salad to say that people eat each other when they're desperate and they don't have anything else.
I think it's talking about other animals also.
Okay, Adrian says it wasn't until the end of chapter 8. Yeah. So I think we're on the same page about the cannibalism. Things to look forward to. So those are it's not too graphic. It's really not graphic. Like, I could see how people would have missed it on a first read. So when I fly, I look about for who to eat if we go down. Planning ahead.
I have no confidence that I'm gonna live after a plane crash. Like, the likelihood that we're gonna fall off into the ocean or we're gonna crash in the ocean is pretty high. I can't swim.
They have the life vest under your seat or your cushion or whatever.
Yeah, but so I'm floating. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of kicking around, trying to get, where am I going? We're in the middle of the ocean.
I mean, I feel like there has to be some mechanism to alert people to come and get you. I feel like the plan can't be that, like, oh, there's a flare gun in the ship and you're in the plane, you shoot off the flare gun and hope someone comes by and looks for you.
I don't know. I feel like if something goes wrong where the plane is going down, like, probably it's also possible that whatever alerts people might also be having issues.
I mean, I guess also at some point they are going to have to look for you because, like, the plane's scheduled to be somewhere at a certain time, and when it's not there, they're going to be like, what's going on? So if you, like, went offline, they couldn't get a hold of you. Eventually. I guess the question is just how long.
Although
help you get to shore and all that.
Airplane accidents have a 95.7% survivability rate.
That's very...
I feel like
this is an accident.
Yeah, I feel like the accidents are probably like, oh, like we hit a bird.
What was it? And like, what was it? The Incredibles, where someone got caught in the plane turbine?
Was it?
I thought it was. What's his name? Syndrome or whatever got... Oh. I mean, no one got caught in a plane turbine in a plot significant moment in The Incredibles. Not a single person.
That's pretty dark for a kid's movie.
It kind of was. Like he was like scrabbling at the plane. Yeah, it was dark for a kid's movie. Yeah, it was. So I think that was everything for the sprint. It's not the sprint. This was the last sprint for the series. Next live video will be the last one of the whole read along. We'll be talking about our thoughts on the Stone Sky next Saturday, August 21st at 2 p.m. So I hope you can join us for that. It will be a time, and then we will say our farewells and part ways. Yes. Adrian. Okay, can I just say that Anasin is annoying me with Shafa? That is so funny that you bring... I feel like we can't go a single sprint without someone being like, so, about Shafa, I kind of hate him. He kind of sucks. I wish he wasn't here.
I mean...
Like, I feel like every single sprint...
He's doing good things where I'm at. I don't know if I forgive him, but...
That's the question. Some people do. Some people say he doesn't remember. And some people say a bump on the head isn't a redemption arc. So that's where we are. Agent says I just want to smack her to see reality. But it was funny though, because in the Discord, someone had said something like pretty similar to what you said, Adrian, about like Nassen being annoying. People were like, has anyone been talking about how annoying Nassen is because she likes Shafa? And I was like, I feel like at least once during this sprint, someone comes up and is like, Shafa sucks. Can we talk about how Shafa sucks? And I feel like that's like half our sprint. I feel like half the read along is us reading, and then like a third is like us being like Shafa sucks. So it was just funny to me. I think the person I haven't seen them at sprints before, so they probably hadn't seen that. There isn't a whole lot of Shafa discussion in the Discord, but it was just funny.
Nasuna's doing her best.
She's doing her best. She is she's like what, 12?
I think 11. I think in this. Oh.
So it says 10.
Yeah, they say she's only 10, but I feel like they're not accounting for the fact that it's been a year.
Oh. Quick maths. It's amazing she's so productive at that age. I mean, yeah, she's handling things like a champ, but also if she could just like not like Shafa and like not bring him places, that would be even better, in my opinion.
He has to come. He's her fake dad. Because her real dad tried to kill her. And then killed her brother.
But does he have to come, though?
It's her fake dad.
Can she get another fake dad?
Well, Steele is not doing the job where I'm at. So,
well, if they hadn't kicked out the other kids, one of the other kids could have been her fake dad.
But they're kids. I think the oldest one was like 18. Excuse me.
It probably would have had a kid by that time in this world, honestly. In the stillness.
But the kid wouldn't be 10.
I just want her to get a fake dad who was in Shafa. Logic be damned. Adrian says that makes sense because she is still gullible. I don't even know if it's like the 10-year-old thing. Like I think the 10-year-old thing is how she rationalizes some of her actions in like the Obelisk gate. Yeah. But like I feel like I could see her being like 18 and still having some of these interactions with Shafa. Like maybe she wouldn't have bonded as much, but I feel like I feel like it's like partially her like the fact that she doesn't have any parents and she just like wants someone to be some sort of parent to her.
And then also, I mean, I feel like at my age, I would believe Shaf. I mean, she doesn't have any context. Like, she doesn't know anything about him, just like what she kind of sees from the silver lines or whatever. And then like what he tells her and like what she observes. And like if I were in her shoes, Shafa still looks like the good guy. All he did was bring some origins, teach them how to be origins, make sure the rest of the town doesn't kill the origins, sorry, and say, I love you, my pretty.
I feel like he would say and do that though, and he'd be creepy because I feel like he's just so creepy. But like, no,
accent.
Like Essen had a bad like introduction to Shafa, but like Nassin hasn't had any of that. Like, all the bad things she knows about Shafa are hearsay, and like she doesn't learn about them until like she's known him and grown attached to him. So I feel like,
and then
older, I felt like she would have had a similar reaction.
A bunch of the bad things that he did, her mom did to her. So
yeah,
which I don't know. I mean, I still think there is more of an excuse because I think maybe it was in the Discord or something. Someone was talking about like the parallels of how like Essen and Nasun were affected by like having their hands broken or like but I mean technically they were still the same action, but like Nasun was, I don't know if I'm making excuses or something, but like hers still feels more clearly out of protection rather than Shafa doing it was like, this is what I'm trained to do and I don't care about you, really.
But I mean, doesn't Shafa say that he loves the kids and he like actually kind of believes it?
I guess.
Like, as a parent, but I think he still does feel something, even though it's all like fake. Like,
but I don't know. I need to think on it more.
Yeah, I will probably always be thinking about it.
Tucker's here.
Yay for Tucker. What does Tucker have to say about Shafa? What's his opinion?
I think Shafa should put me down. Please let me free. Let me be free. Let me be free. I just woke up from my nap.
It's not nighttime. I guess cats don't care what time of day it is when they want to take a nap.
It's almost dinner time, and now it's tail in my FaceTime.
So also says, I respect that she moved on and ran with a new fam/dad. Adrian said, yes, she would still be like that if she was 18. Shaf is a better version of her actual father she is still looking for. Parental guidance and receiving it from a bad influence. Like, I don't know. I felt like Shafa just kind of lucked into his relationship with Nassin, honestly, because like I felt like Nassin was kind of already doing that stuff, like with her relationship with her dad, like with Jija, where like she didn't resent him for certain things, even though they were like terrible things. She was like, "Oh, mom is still like the worst."
Mm-hmm.
So I felt like Shafa just kind of went in and took that role, and Essen just stayed like the worst in Nassin's head. I don't know. It's interesting that she never looks for like a replacement mom figure in anyone.
Because she knows her mom is still alive.
But she hates her mom. She was trying to like ditch her mom the second she could get out of town.
I don't know. Maybe it's because she was always closer to her dad. So like when that relationship fell apart, she was like, what do I do?
Yeah. I guess she doesn't see the bad things about her dad until her dad killed Uche. Like, I guess we as the reader kind of know that things aren't great when we're introduced to him, but I guess she doesn't know any of that. Like, there aren't really like signs before it happens. Well, anyway, that was the sprints. Thanks for joining, everyone. Thanks, Tucker, for coming out. Have a good night, everyone. See you. Goodbye.